Right, this is what we are working with. I am trying to clean out all of the containers that have my makeup in them, and just we'll go through what we're getting rid of. And I want to organize this vanity desk, my shabby chic antique vanity. And yeah, and then we're gonna go through what we are getting rid of. All of my skincare and face stuff together in this cute clear plastic tray I believe I got at the dollar store. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, we are cleaning today. We are decluttering some makeup, getting rid of older makeup I haven't used in a long time, makeup that I don't use anymore or just empties. So yeah, let's get right into just decluttering. I said in my previous video, I really want to clear out old stuff laying around, and I'm going to start off with my makeup because it is time, long overdue, for some of it to go. So I guess I'll just kind of go through just whatever I have here and just let's do it. Let's get rid of it. I'm going to kind of start off with the foundations because those were the ones that I'm like, okay, I'm done with heavy stuff on the face. So first, I'm going to get rid of this Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation from Essence. I find that it is too matte. It was supposed to be something lighter, and it just is a little too matte on the skin. Also, the shade was not 100%. I'm going to get rid of this CoverGirl Olay Simply Ageless. Again, this is just getting old. You know, when it gets that smell, little too heavy on the skin, and we're getting rid of that. My Christian, well, the Dior Forever Skin Glow. This one is older now, and I am just not into that really, like, I like the glow from the e.l.f., but this is like, you see it's foundation plus glow, just amplifying the texture on the skin. This was one of my favorites a long time ago, was the Catrice foundation, and it was mattifying second skin. I guess at the time, like, I just was okay with that much makeup on the skin, but now this is getting old and I am just not wanting a matte foundation. I do like the smell of it though. It smells like baby powder. All right, the next one, this was a favorite that I wore a lot, was the Wet n Wild Dewy Photo Focus. This isn't too old, but again, it's just a foundation. It's not a skin tint, it's not something light, so we're gonna get rid of it. This one is very heavy. I only wore it a couple times. This is a CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 foundation. This one just looked really cakey. Like, if you want something heavy and full coverage, this one is that, definitely. Like, it actually doesn't look too bad on the skin. Like, it's great for videos and pictures, so if you're looking for full coverage, that one's awesome. I'm not looking for full coverage, so it's gonna go. We have the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. This one I was enjoying a lot. It's getting a little older, and again, just, it's a foundation. It's just thick and cakey, and we're not doing it. This one's just getting older. The Born to Glow, it's time for it to go. It had a nice glow to it though. This one had a nice, like a better glow than the Dior, like not being too glowy. But look, it looks so thick. It looks like paint. Whoa. I had to go wash my hands. They felt so gross. So another one I'm getting rid of is the 24-Hour Infallible Fresh Wear from L'Oreal. Oh, not into powder foundations. That's just, I'm not in powder foundations. It's just not not a good vibe for me. So that is gone. Let me see. Okay, this one's just really old, and it's just old and it needs to go. And that's the Dream Urban Cover Maybelline. This one had an SPF of 50, so that's good, but it has that stink. Like, it gets that smell. Kind of smells sour. So it's time for it to go. If you're not using it, that is just how I started looking. I get attached to things, like I form emotional attachments to items because they have memories behind them. But I just started looking at my makeup and going, would I put that on my skin? No. If it's a no, if it's no, then it's gotta go. The one thing that I am keeping though is the Urban Decay The First eyeshadow palette, because that was like my first kind of like viral makeup, more high-end purchase like so many years ago. So that one I will keep just as a memento, but everything else is going. All right, let's see. Do I have any more face stuff? Let's get into some concealers. Concealers, I am a concealer junkie. I love them. These ones I don't love, or they're old. So the Hydrating Camo Concealer, this one is just separating, so that is old. This one is starting to separate and just too heavy and just maybe not the right tone, and I don't reach for it, so it's gonna go. The L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer, I didn't really enjoy from the beginning. There's just no coverage, and I don't mind light coverage, but it was just like, I don't know, I was just putting like glowy nothing on the skin and just didn't satisfy me. So also, this is really old, the Kylie Cosmetics. This is an old one, Kylie Jenner. You can see this one is separating. Concealer, this one was pretty heavy and like really greasy feeling, but I did enjoy it at the time. I guess my skin was 5 years younger. I'm coming up on 5 years on here, so 5 years younger skin, didn't have as much going on, wasn't as thin under the eyes, so it was all good. Those are gone. I'm gonna get rid of the Catrice Camouflage Cream. This is just drying out. Thought it was a dupe for the Becca under eye, but it's not as hydrating. I'm getting rid of the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Setting Powder. I don't use setting powders. That is going, and that's just old. I'm gonna get rid of my e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. Not putting primers on the skin because I'm not caking on foundation. I also have a Milani Prime Light face primer. This one had like strobing effects in it. You could just wear that alone if you wanted, but I don't, so it's gonna go. It's older too. This is just an empty, and I loved it. The Vivier Sunscreen Lotion, Broad Spectrum 30 SPF. This is just empty, but would definitely 10 out of 10 buy again. Beautiful. I have this The Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA Surface Hydration Formula. I used a lot of it because I probably ran out of stuff. I don't find The Ordinary strong enough, I guess you could say. I didn't love it, but it was like something to put on my skin after washing it. Whoa, still have a lot. Okay, gotta power through this. Too Faced Bronzer. This is old. The chocolate with the gold flakes. Oh, it smells so good. Don't wear it. It's old. Too glowy. This one from Wet n Wild, Sunrise. It was a newer one. It has no pigment. Like, you just, and then you rub it on the skin. Oh, right there it does, because it probably just went over the face primer. But when you don't have anything, it just didn't have enough pigment. Marc Jacobs, I bought this a long time ago at Winners. Never really enjoyed it. Didn't have that much pigment, and I just didn't enjoy it. Didn't like it. Didn't like it on the skin. This is super old and I loved it. I got it from Winners a long time ago, BH Cosmetics. This was my first contour palette before, what was the one that everyone used? Was it the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette? Was that it? In the pan? This was the one I loved, and I loved all these shades and used them all the time, but it's really old now and I'm not using it. I'm getting rid of this e.l.f. contour palette. It's older. I don't reach for it. And gotta get rid of stuff. Gotta get rid of it. These two little e.l.f. duos. They were blush and highlighter. Pretty pigmented, but I do not reach for them. I have the NYX NYX Dewy Finishing Spray. Almost done. Old. I have another product from The Ordinary, the hyaluronic acid. This is pretty much finished, so it's going. I would not buy again. Okay, this stuff is like self-explanatory. Like, it just is disgusting and you're like, I would not put this on my lips. This one started stinking quite quickly. It's the Physician Formula Mura Mura Butter. This was in the shade Soaking Up the Sun. It was a pretty nude, a nice peachy nude, hydrating, but it started stinking quite quickly. I loved this one. I wore it all the time. Cream of the Crop Top from Sephora. I would buy again. This is just really old. We have this lifter gloss in the shade Reef that I don't wear ever. Starting to stink. Oh my gosh, I feel like this was already separating when I first bought it from the KKW website. Nude one. It's going. I loved this one. I wore it all the time. Powerful from Catrice, liquid lip balm. And this is just getting old, but I loved that. Put down the garbage bag because it was getting too heavy. I'm getting rid of the Electric Mood e.l.f. palette. I really liked it for the bronzer, but it's starting to dry up, and I have other cream bronzers that I love. I'm just gonna throw that on the ground. I tried this out a few years ago, and this is the NYX Ultimate Edit. It's a little eyeshadow palette. Just not my shades, not my colors. I don't reach for it, but really pretty palette. Just definitely don't reach for it. Another one that I don't reach for is the Wet n Wild palette. This is got some purples in it. This is VI Purple. Not reaching for it. L'Oreal Paris. This is a single shadow, really creamy gold color. Almost too gold for my skin tone, I feel like. Don't reach for that. Now we have some more eye stuff. This is also self-explanatory. Like, these little eyeliners are stinking. Do not want them on my eyes. They're both from Maybelline. I wore them a little bit. Look, you could see the green. I've kind of definitely filed down a bit. And then the purple, not using them. These ones are just like basically empty. So this was an Ardell eyebrow pencil in the shade Blonde. Loved that. I go through these like no tomorrow. The e.l.f. Instant Lift brow pencil. Love these. They're so affordable, and I like little precision tip on it. They look really nice when you use them with the liquid brow pens. So both of these are empty. I need to get more. I have one in the shade Ash Brown and the other in the shade Taupe. Love these. They last forever. The NYX Lift and Snatch brow pens. They are wonderful. I think they're on sale actually right now. When I was looking at the CoverGirl Essence Simply Age Perfector base stuff that I got, it was on sale. This I'm just getting rid of because it was kind of weird. Brow Like a Boss brow gel. This is waterproof. I don't know if it was like supposed to dye your brows for like, yeah, lasts up to 72 hours. But the applicator, oh my gosh, I just poured that on myself. Oh shoot. Hopefully it doesn't stain my clothes. Yeah. the applicator is too thick and I did not like it. Lastly, I don't know why I have an attachment to this, but it can go. It's long overdue and it's old enough. Is the Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think I gave Moonstone to my bestie. I think I did. Anyways, I used this all the time, loved it, but it has got to go. We can get rid of it. All right, guys, we emptied the box right on. Go into your collection, look at everything, whether it's clothes or makeup or Tupperware containers or skincare, whatever it is, and just really analyze and think, am I wearing this? Do I need this? Am I just holding on to it because it has memories attached to it? And if that is the case, just memory bank them in your head, in your heart, and then just let it go. I got to get rid of smart clothes. I've got a bag already, so I got to keep going. We are going to rid our lives of clutter this year. We're doing it 2024. Hopefully this motivated you to get started on some decluttering. If you need more inspiration for cleaning and organizing your home, check out my friend Amanda's daily home. Her cleaning videos are so motivational. She always gives me inspiration and motivation to get cleaning. So I will link her channel in my description box if you guys need some more organization and cleaning tips and motivation. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon.